Hello everyone and welcome to Couch Convos. My name is Dylan and this is Alex, and it's been a while. Alex, could you explain yourself?
It's been a while. Hi everyone. As you might recall, I have had problems with my internet due to the fact that I've moved houses. Now, I have successfully moved houses, so no more on that front, at least. But the thing is, right? So, okay, I'll explain again. I've explained it a little bit before, but that was like cut up in the bloopers episode and everything. But essentially, I've moved into the big city with my grandmother, so I can stay closer to my university and some such. And essentially, my grandmother had signed up for fiber internet, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, is very cool, very poggers. The old internet was still there, which was, you know, shitty quality. Probably number one, because it's not the best quality internet. Number two, they're probably trying to cheat my my grandmother out of stuff. Because, you know, ISPs are, you know, very cool and also epic people. But yeah, that was up. And so the plan was for the new internet to be connected and like fully operational on the 12th of February. Obviously, this did not happen. So what ended up happening was, apparently, as I know now, after the fact, there was a single like basically what fiber is, like very, very, very thin wires, right?
Yeah.
And the thing that they put inside my wall, like what's it called, the fiber twist.
Yeah.
Basically, at like the very start of it, it was just broken, and it took them like 10 days after it was supposed to be up to fix.
And during this 10 days, I remember we had several discussions on when the repairman should come. And how long did it take again? Like, you got, at first they were like, yeah, we'll talk to you on Wednesday, and then they just never called.
All right, so basically what it was Friday, we called, and they're like, oh, don't worry, it's going to be up after 4 o'clock. So we waited till after 4 o'clock. It got to 5 o'clock, and we're like, hey, we called again. We're like, hey, it's not up. And they're like, yeah, apparently problem. And then we're like, okay, when fix problem. And they're like, all right, we'll get a technician to call you. We're not going to get a technician out to you to help you. You stupid fucking idiot. We're going to get a technician to call you.
On your phone.
Wednesday. Like 5 days after, right? Even then, I was extremely livid because I was like, how the fuck are they going to say we're going to get a technician on the phone for you in 5 days? Fair enough, it's Corona times and everything, and, you know, things are hard to get out and shit.
Yeah.
But holy shit, you know. All right, so that happened. Anyway, so technician guy calls me Wednesday. And he's like, all right, so apparently something out at the central has been disconnected, and we need to go connect it and, like, you know, make it sure it's working for everyone in your general area. I was like, okay, that's very much not cool, but thank you, you know? Fast forward to Tuesday of next week. A technician... Okay, I'm skipping a lot of stuff because a lot of it's just really boring, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, fast forward to Tuesday of the next week. Fucking... Like plus 6 days, so that's 11 days after internet was first supposed to be up, right?
Yeah.
Technician guy comes out, like, unwarranted. Like, he doesn't call or anything. He's just there suddenly, right?
He just appears.
And he's like, hey, so we figured out that there's a wire broken in your wall. And we're like, okay, cool, you're gonna fix it then? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna fix it right now. Like, okay, cool, thank you. So not only was I duped by the internet company, but they literally gave me a runaround so hard that I'm not gonna lie, everyone. I started crying sometimes because they were like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be up there," and then it was like, "Oh hey, we're sorry, it's not actually gonna be up. You fucking stupid cretin."
Just for some further context, people, like, during this, like, it's been a month and 10 days since episode 19, so this is gonna be the official episode 20 airing on Monday. So tomorrow for us, today for you people listening. And during that time, not only have we been trying to do episodes constantly with the total failures, as can be seen with the bloopers episode, I've also just been hearing all these updates like, okay, this guy is calling me today. Okay, they didn't answer. They're gonna call me tomorrow. They didn't call me. I'm getting my old internet. It didn't work. It's like, I have a stable internet. Let's try. It didn't work. And the absolute best part about this is, all while this was happening, I got a message from a friend of mine who I've been trying to coax into this podcast for like half a year. I got a message saying, hey, I'll join your podcast on Saturday. And I had to be like, sorry, buddy, you're not joining. Because we've not been able to have them for like a month. So, and the worst part is he's back to work. So that was like once in a decade opportunity for us. And we lost it. It's been an incredibly funny ride. And like with the special episode of just Alex talking, it also was a kind of a funny thing because he sent me that file at 4 a.m. Now,
I legit, like, I just got done, like, having, like, an existential episode where I'm like, oh, I kind of need to do something because I'm going insane.
Yeah, he sent me that at 4 a.m. and coincidentally, I was up because of my own reasons, and I was like, well, I guess I can put this together. And what a fucking, like, wild fucking
what a
few weeks.
time.
All this...
I just no, okay, sorry, go ahead, actually, go ahead.
I just want to emphasize the fact you moved from not essentially, but basically the middle of nowhere, like further away,
essentially,
to the city.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get internet.
I wish I could tell you something, Dylan, but yeah.
It's just like I just want everyone to visualize that. He moved from nowhere where he had stable and good internet to the middle of the city, basically, and did not have a good internet for like several weeks. How is that even possible is my question. Like, how fucking hard do you get to need to be duped?
I'm so annoyed that all this happened, but I'm also very happy that I'm back now.
Yeah, at least we're back to normalcy. And speaking of being back to normalcy, this in the middle of the episode even, this is the perfect time for me to announce this. We're kind of doing a little bit of a rebranding on the podcast, at least for a few episodes.
Essentially, what we've taken the liberty of doing during the time of when we're, not able to do anything, we have talked a little about how the structure of the podcast is.
Basically, going through the YouTube analytics, we noticed that people stuck around for about 20-ish minutes each podcast, which is a surprisingly big amount considering it's just us shit talking. But also, when you compare that to the 40 to 60 minute hour videos we do, it doesn't really look good. So,
yeah,
what we're doing now is putting out the smaller episodes of roughly about 20 minutes. Because we can cover about one or two topics without divulging and having long periods of silence, but I can still shit on Alex to the point where he cries. And we're just gonna see how that goes. And there's also a more practical reason for that, is because Alex here is going to soonishly become the editor for this channel, because I have my plate rather full currently. Especially if I would have to edit hour-long podcast videos weekly alongside other things.
Yeah. And essentially also what we want to do is to, make it a little bit more snappy so we're not having as much dead air as we usually do.
Yeah.
And we just ultimately think it's going to be a lot more enjoyable for us to make and a lot more enjoyable for all the viewers to watch, of course.
Yeah. Good. Like, I don't have any real good advertisement talk, but that was really good. That was like straight out of an advertisement book.
Straight out of the 101 advertisement agency.
Hopefully you have enjoyed reading this presentation as much as I've enjoyed writing it. However that goes.
I don't...
But do you have anything you want to add the internet thing? Since we're at 10-minute mark, it's about time we move on to the main star of this podcast and the god amongst men, yours truly, me. Me, Dylan. That's me.
That is Dylan. Everyone say hi to Dylan. Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan. But no, I think I can't stretch the I had no internet. Please feel sad for me story much longer. So, let's go ahead and talk about how Dylan over here has a lot more things that he's doing. Dylan, would you like to plug yourself and also explain what you're doing?
Alright, so this actually is a funny thing because I did this on the very first episode and I think also on the second episode and then I didn't.
Yeah.
But nowadays I am streaming on Twitch 3 days a week and I'm also aiming to do bi-weekly YouTube videos. The first video already being up and my first few streams already being on VODs in my Twitch channel. And I'll link them to the description below because I can't be bothered to go through the long names now, but just, go and click them, subscribe, like, favorite, comment, help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Ignore this podcast, basically. Just ignore Alex. Focus on me.
Okay, what the fuck, dude?
Focus on me!
What the fuck?
But yeah, what I was looking through, basically, how this came to be was a kind of thing like, I had winter vacation this week, last week for you people. And I realized that if I'm not in school, I literally have nothing for a majority of the week. And even then I realized I go to school about once a week on the internet, and then I just quickly do all of my schoolwork in one day. So about 6 days of the week, I got nothing, except for the podcast now. So I was like, hey, I'll get some hobbies. I already do lifting and stuff, so I might as well add the Twitch streaming and YouTube making, because I like content creation. That's what I like doing. And I did that. I've done some test runs on streaming. I kinda hate my videos because I have to look at them and realize
you're
that
you're your own worst critic always.
Yeah, it's a fun fact in that case. But yeah, that's the short and long of it. I just needed more hobbies, and I figured, hey, this is fun. I'll do this. But that's also the reason why I need to teach Alex how to edit videos, because that's gonna be way too much for me if I start editing this podcast as well. Because oh boy, that's a.
I mean, to be honest, Dylan, what else are you doing with your life?
Well, the gym's reopened, and I actually have to book a time there now. So my time schedules are very much revolving around the times I'm going to the gym.
You should just get like fucking like what's it called? How Stephen Hawking, he had a computer program where he could just like have inputs by just looking at the screen.
That'd be good, except I can't focus on one thing for longer than a second. So it's
called multitasking, Dylan.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work when you're me.
You just don't work in general.
Yeah, basically. Except I do work out, which is ultimately better because I look good.
Bro, I work out, dude. It's like I'm so cool.
Nah, I'm just fucking glad the gyms have opened. It's kind of sucks that I have to book a time though, because I have to compete with about 1,000 different people. Mm-hmm. And I do want to get my 3 times a week in. But at least I get to go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in like 3 months now. I'm just glad that I finally get to go there.
Yeah.
Because I lost all of the gains that I got I'm back to being normal weight instead of having any muscle. And I'm really fucking mad about that.
So guys, Dylan is no longer based. Spread the word.
Oh, just give me like a month. I'll be more based than ever. I'll be the basiest of bases.
Look out in your local newspaper for crimes.
Not because of me or anything, just in general. Be on the lookout,
Just
guys.
in general, it's keep yourself updated.
It's a tough world out there.
Please stay safe, everyone. This message was brought to you by Couch Convos.
Remember, kids, tax dodging is good. Draft dodging is not.
I don't think we can advertise.
This message is sponsored by Couch Convos. Don't add me, at Alex. Alex, what's your socials?
Penis. Got him.
Yeah, this is exactly why we needed this 20-minute episode time schedule. 16 minutes in and we're already going to hell.
I mean, I don't think, like the amount of time that you're sinning matters. At least not to a lot of how do you say religious people?
It's not the amount, it's the fact that you did it.
Yeah.
So why not go down to hell as a legend?
Wow, Dylan, that's such a funny joke. It's almost like I heard it like a million times already.
No, you haven't. I am the most original of content creators. Dab. Anyway, where started we at the
I'm
final
editing you out of this episode.
I'm the one still editing this unless you found yourself a fucking editing software. Anyway, we're actually starting to reach the end, so do you have anything you want to say before we get to the actual closing statements? Or are you done?
I mean, generally, I'd just like to say, for everyone who's here and still sticking with the podcast and everything, thank you so much, and we do apologize for the big delay that's been, and we hope that you'll continue to follow us in our adventures.
Yeah, but
and also please go call Dylan various words on his own stream. Thank you.
Do that on my YouTube channel. YouTube is a lot more lenient with that. Twitch is not. Don't get me banned on Twitch. I will go to Denmark and do things to Alex that he doesn't like.
Getting Dylan band party 2019.
No, Alex, it's 2021.
No, it's not. It's 2019.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening in on this new and improved Couch Convos. My name has been Dylan. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on this video and share it, because we do need the views. That here has been Alex. Alex, what do you have for me?
I just have one thing I'd like to say. Dylan?
I
don't care that you broke your elbow.
Y'all gon' make me act a fool up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool up in here. Y'all gon' make me bust a snack up in here. Y'all gon' make my fingers snap up in here.